Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's AKingsCreation bringing you guys another build video. Yes, we have put down the staff spear for a while and now we have picked up the spear dagger. So I'm going to be creating a bomber build. Now I will be diving into this build first. I will be creating two versions of this. I will be doing one with 60 perception and then another one with 60 to 70 dex. So right now this one is 60 perception and we're going to go ahead and break down the items of the build, the skill rotation, and the skill specialization. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, I finally got everything in order, especially on the quest log, because I know a lot of people be asking me every time I make these builds. Now, this is not completely finished on the actual game, but I will be breaking it down on quest log, the max version of what you should expect once you're done. I only got like 3 more pieces that need to be level 9, and then I'll hit the 60 perception threshold. As you guys can see, I'm at 59. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and break down what I have. I have the Wicked Thorns, I have the Mineville Harpoon, then I got Helm of Field General, Ancient Tapestry, Heroic Armor of the Resistance, Field General Gloves, Roar Greaves, Roar Sabatons, Collar of Decimation, Bracers of the Primal King, Universal Power, Amber Dimensional Band, Forbidden Sacred Chain. All right, I will be going over the traits and stuff on quest log, but as you guys can see, you can pause it if you want to read the quote traits. We're going with melee evasion, range evasion. So this is an evasion build, not an endurance build. Okay, I will break down next week, or I will break down this week what the difference is between evasion and endurance and whatever fits your playstyle. Okay, now let's take a look at the skills. All right, so for the perception build, we're gonna basically only use perception for small scale or like 1v1 situations. We'll make a dex video for large scale siege, stuff like that. All right, so first off, we're gonna go ahead and start off with the block blade. This, what you can do is like if you roll dodge and you get a perfect, you can go back to cloak, so it's a good way of using that. If you just hold block, you'll create a poison dagger and you can poison your enemies. So this build is going to be more so catered to poison stacking, especially it's good for a small scale and like 1v1 stuff like that, right? So we're going to go ahead and start off with the Shadow Escape. Then we're going with Cataclysm, Explosive Fury, Inject Venom. Then we're going with Fatal Stigma, Umbral Spirit, Abyssal Cleave, Phoenix Barrage, Javelin Inferno, Sentinel's Bastion, Camouflage Cloak, and Slaughtering Slash. Our passives are pretty straightforward. These are like the must-have passives, especially for daggers. You want the Assassin Step, the Assassin's Instincts, Wrathful Edge, and Shadow Walker. This is very huge because it buffs your evasion. For the spear, we're going with Imposing Form, Nimble Steps, Mortal Wrath, and finally Retaliatory Strike. All right, so let's look at the specialization. For the dagger, we're going with all 3 in the first one for a Shadow Escape. Then the last 2 for Fatal Stigma for the extra damage and skill range, so when we can proc it at a further distance. Then Camouflage, we always want that cooldown because we want to try to get as much camouflage as possible. Then for our spear, we have to have Javelin Inferno, especially for the spear we're using. Now if we were using the pole arm, then we wouldn't be using the Javelin Inferno, but for this purposes, actually no, we would probably use the Javelin Inferno still, but for this purpose, obviously always use the Javelin Inferno. Explosive Fury for this, Sentinel's Bastion, and Unyielding Shield for the extra defense. You can use this offensively too. Then we're going with the last 3 for Slaughtering Slash, then all 3 for Phoenix Barrage, and then the final one for the Critical Cleave for extra critical hit and damage modifier. So let's go ahead and head over to the quest log. All right, so as you guys can see, we're on the quest log here. I still got 50, 40, 60 dex. Now you can see that this is the full amount. So we're gonna go mainly talk about the stats because now we're at the max amount. The rune synergies are still here. We got Dexterity 3 with added attack speed. Same thing with this weapon as well. And then we're going with a max health, added attack speed here, as well as dex with max health, strength with max health, perception with max health, and then finally max health and damage reduction. Now let's talk about the stats. All right, so our attack speed is at 26 seconds, so we got 28.4% attack speed here, and our range is at 7.2. We got 2.68 meters of range. and then we got bonus damage of 28. Our melee critical hit chance is at 999, which is crazy how that's only one off of 1,000. But when we proc that bastion, we'll get more critical hit chance, right? So keep that in mind. Then our melee hit chance is at 1,000, which is good as well. So our melee evasion is at 1,800 and our range is at 1,100, but our magic is at 349, which is not good, but it's better than nothing, I would say. All right, so that's why I have this cape on instead of Immortal Reckoning. Our max health is at 18,540, which is huge. A lot of health, so we got a lot of survivability with this build. And then so the only downside about this build and using a spear in general is the mana. You don't really have a lot of mana. Your regen is not that good, so you run out of mana very quickly. So you kind of want to be wise with your skill usage. Our movement speed is at 18.3, which is pretty quick. So we got some quick movement speed here. And yeah, our stun chance is about 300, basically 300 around across the board. And our offhand weapon attack chance about 6%. Recovery crystal is about 54%, pretty standard. So that is the stats for this. I will leave a link to this overall build in the description, so if you guys are interested, of course you can check out my quest log here. I have other builds. I'm not going to put the dex build on here yet because I want to make sure that I fine tune it before I tell you guys about it. So now let's go ahead and go to the skill rotation in the actual game. All right, so just like my other skill rotation video, I usually start off by going slow with the rotation while I explain it at the same time, and then I'll do it again fast, a fast rotation, and then I'll let you take it from there. You can either tweak stuff or, you know what I'm saying, just keep practicing on your own time. So what you always want to do is start off with your daggers out first. Make that your primary, because what it does is it gives you extra evasion. Then you want to go ahead and pop your bastion for your buff, and then you want to go in with the shadow escape. Then you want to hit them with the cataclysm. Then you want to go in with the explosive fury afterwards. Then you want to start your poison stacking. So you want to go ahead and hit inject venom. Then you're going in with the stigma. Then you're going in with the umbral spirit, and then you're going in with the abyssal cleave into Phoenix Barrage, and then you're going to hit them with the javelin. But if you're single targeting, you wouldn't want to use this. You want to wait until they either get around mobs or other players for you to use the javelin inferno. Then you're going to go ahead and hit slaughtering slash, and then either back into your bastion if it's on cooldown, and then get out of there. So it was basically slow because I had to explain it. I doubt the cooldowns will sync up like that when I do a full rotation, but I had to explain it to you guys so you guys can understand what to do. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and perform the full rotation. Let's begin. And then I'm out of there. All right, so practice it over and over again. I'm still working on practicing. I just actually created this entire build like 2 days ago, so I'm still fresh to it all. But these are my rotations, these are my skills I'm using, these are my builds I will be rocking. Like I said, I will be dropping the 70 dex build for large scale siege, so stay tuned for that. So if you guys enjoyed this video breakdown, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. People are wondering if I live stream. Yes, I only live stream for my members. Hey everyone, thank you for watching my video. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, make sure you guys check my membership tab. I have supporter, big supporter, and huge supporter. Each tier comes with more benefits. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out. How do you access it? You can go to my about page if you're on the desktop and just scroll all the way down to memberships, join now, or you can check the description of each video. Thank you.